I'm sure you're all aware, but my name is Luke Mercier. I'm the CAO for Yellowhead County. And to my left is Mayor Wade Williams from Yellowhead County. To my immediate right is Mayor Kevin Zahara from the town of Edson. And to my far right is CAO Christine Beveridge from the town of Edson. Thanks again for taking time to listen to our briefing this evening. It's going to be a little bit brief. We're going to give you just kind of a brief outline, and then we'll speak again tomorrow with a little bit more detail on some pieces as we're working on many parts of this as we speak. The fires have not changed a lot this afternoon. We're very thankful for the rain that came through. The fires did move around a little bit, but nothing of significance. I know some of the residents did see an extra amount of smoke this afternoon because of the winds that came through, but that's somewhat dissipated now. We can tell you that the southeast corner of Highway 31 did take a little bit of a run today because of the winds, so that's down towards the Cynthia area. The fire north of by Shining Bank again is down compared to what it was, and we're still not really worried about it at this point in time, but we're keeping an eye on it. Yellowhead County is still working on reentry plans, and we are working in concert with the town of Edson. You know, we know that the town of Edson services our residents, and we need to be cognizant of what they're doing as we make our progress and our decisions. With that said, we will have some detailed analysis and numbers on where our reentry will be tomorrow, because we will have some for sure, but we just have to work out those details. So tomorrow noon we will have all that information for all of you. With that said, I'll turn it over to CAO Christine for her update.
Thank you very much, Luke. So as Luke mentioned, we've had a little bit of rain. It's hard to kind of measure at this point in time. We haven't got those numbers yet in from each of the fire heads, so we'll have more information tomorrow. Again, crews are working throughout the night on guards and protection. They've been doing a great job on the fire that's directly south of Edson. So there's been some, it's being held at this moment in time, and the cool weather hopefully will continue that. Fire still remains out of control at this time. Of course, and I've mentioned this, I think we do it each time, but the evacuation order is still in place. One thing I do need to note again is that Edson has no services. Edson does not have, of course, a hospital, medical, ambulance, gas, grocery, or any other commercial services for the public. So if you're here, there is nothing that there is here for you, or if you're planning on trying to re-enter before the order is lifted. We have had to recently adjust operations today to deal with some situations with residents that didn't leave, and that took away from other operations that we needed to handle. So just to reiterate, if you're here, support is not available for you. And finally, my last piece is with regards to pet permits. Earlier today, we spoke a little bit about pet permits, and I can tell you that the town of Edson is looking at the possibility of a pet permitting process, and for any pets that are left behind. So I'll have more information about that tomorrow. Please don't call tonight to ask about the permitting process. It's in process, and we will provide more information tomorrow on this matter. So again, just a quick thank you very much for your support across, it's not only across our region, but across the province and country, to everyone that is supportive of the efforts that are being provided to our community. So we're very thankful. Thank you.
With that, we'll turn to Mayor Zahara.
Thank you very much. And as Luke and Christy mentioned, lots of work is underway with the fire south of town, where they are looking to extinguish that fire head. That is just 1.5 kilometers south of town. Highway 16 remains closed. One thing that I do want to bring up here this evening, and it's very important, what we are seeing is a number of scammers trying to take advantage of our residents. And so please be super diligent when you are engaging in phone calls that you might be receiving or online stuff, not giving out your personal information or your addresses, or necessarily donating to causes that are not official causes. People will try to take advantage of these situations. So please be super diligent and only engage with people that you actually know and trust. There is people that put out fake profiles online, fake pages that seem legitimate. So just be cautious about that. We are working hard to ensure the safety of our community. The fire crews are doing a tremendous job, as well as all the other employees and contractors out there. And we know that this is a very difficult time for everyone involved, and we hope to have people back in our community as soon as it's safe to do so. Thank you.
Okay, and for myself, well, I was so happy to see a little bit of rain today. The temperature has come down, and it's actually been the first time in about 5 days I was able to wear my jacket, so I'm quite happy about that. I just have a little bit here. So I did get confirmation yesterday that Catamount, their power was turned back on. I got confirmation today that the power in Robb is also up and running, along with their phone lines, their cell services, and their internets. So it sounds like everybody in down south there has got the essential services that they need, which is a good thing. And with that, I'll turn it over to CAO Mercier for question period.
Thanks, everyone. And as the mayor just said, we're going to go to the question and answer period at this point.
This one's very specific, so you might not be able to answer it. Is the fire close to the Branch Corner Mobile Park? Branch Corner Mobile Home Park.
Yeah,
That's just in behind the UFA, and I would say no, it's not.
No, it's not.
And several questions regarding power and gas, and has it been on? So for power the entire time, so people's fridges and freezers are protected.
I can take that one. So the question is about power in the town of Edson. Town of Edson power has not been affected during this time of the evacuation.
And maybe you just want to touch again on a few questions about the medical services and reaffirm that there is lack of medical services.
Yeah, so within the town of Edson, we have no medical services whatsoever. We do not have EMS available. And so if somebody suffers some medical issues and calls 911, that's going to take away from fire rescue, which is why one of the reasons why it's important to not be in the community right now, because that help is not available. We have no hospital, no doctors, no pharmacies, nothing of that nature. So I know there's some folks here in town that might be running low on food. We don't have groceries. We don't have any of those essential services at this point in time for our community.
And one last question. How many homes have homes, or how many have been destroyed in Yellowhead County?
Yellowhead County, through the past 7 weeks, and most of these homes burned in the first short bit. There was about 26 or 27 homes that have burnt in Yellowhead County, in some in the Shining Bank area, some in the Wildwood, Hansonville, Lobstick, and Reno Road areas.
And regarding reentry, how long should people, is there a date that people can anticipate, or how long should they feel at this point they can possibly return?
As mentioned, I think the town of Edson will have a little bit of a different answer, as they have a bigger job to do for reentry. Yellowhead County will have some reentry to the north, as I mentioned earlier today, tomorrow, details of which will come out tomorrow at noon. The rest of the reentry we can't plan at this point in time.
Is the fire at Wilmore out?
We don't have an update from Alberta Wildfire as to the situation at Wilmore. They are actioning that fire consistently throughout the day today with lots of ground crews and air support. That is the main focus, obviously protecting the town of Edson with hundreds of wildfire firefighters and municipal firefighters here in the region.
There's talk that businesses are opening tomorrow. Is this true?
No.
Thank you, everyone, for the questions and for, again, taking the time out to listen to us. We will see you tomorrow at noon. Thank you.